Hey yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy S. Dot V. Dot. Hee ha! Need not to worry. Push up. We having a boxing talk live. We having a boxing talk live. We gotta have this boxing talk live. We got to. I need y'all to push up. I need some questions answered. I really need some questions answered. Push up, y'all. Push up. You know what I mean? We gotta have this boxing talk because um I feel like it's just a lot of just throwing things out there right now. I don't think people are really truly assessing a great, an all-time great. You know what I'm saying? When you put somebody in the all-time great category, man, man, like they have had to have some real fights, right? They had to have some real fights, man. We have to have some memorable shit. Some shit that's like never gonna leave your mind after you've seen it, after you've witnessed it, after you've witnessed the greatness. Push up, y'all. Top of the morning. You know what I mean? Is Usyk the greatest of all time? Do y'all believe that Alexander Usyk is the greatest of all time? Now that he's beaten Du Bois twice and became undisputed champion in cruiserweight and undisputed champion in heavyweight. He has 24 fights. 24 fights. Is Alexander Usyk an all-time great right now? Like better than put him number one over Ali, over Tyson, Frazier, Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, George Foreman, Jack Johnson, of all time. This is what they're saying. This is what people were throwing out there. You heard that list of names that I just dropped? Iron Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. Did do you please look up the clips? Put up a compilation of Floyd Patterson. Put up a compilation of Floyd Patterson and a compilation of Alexander Usyk. Is Alexander Usyk better than Floyd Patterson? Is Alexander Usyk better than Lennox Lewis? All time. All time. Look this shit up. I feel like it's a true disrespect. I don't even have Usyk in the top 10 greatest heavyweights of all time. I don't even have him in the top 10. He might be in the top 20. You could put Usyk in the top 20 because I'm not saying Usyk isn't great or what his accomplishments in boxing ain't nothing. I'm just looking at when I look at Mike Tyson and I look at Usyk, I see night and day. And I know boxing. Alexander Usyk has amazing footwork. He has amazing boxing skills. But if you put his skills against Mike Tyson's skills, it's not even close. You look at a young prime Mike Tyson and you look at a young prime Alexander Usyk, it's night and day. Night and day, B. It's not even close. What about Muhammad Ali? Pull up a compilation of Muhammad Ali. Usyk is better than that? Come on. Can't be serious. And then look at the guys that Usyk fought. His two best guys on his resume is Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Those are the two best guys he has on his resume. 24 fights. He only had 24 fights in his boxing career so far. And how he's looking is looking like he's going to be on the way out soon. I understand you want to add his Olympic career. You want to add Usyk's Olympic career into the mix. All right, he was a great Olympian. Fine. But greatest of all time? All time. Woo, that's heavy, man. That's heavy to say. That's very heavy to say after knowing what was before Usyk and the type of fighters that was around. The mentality was different. The fighters' mentality was different from the mentality of the fighters today. The mentality of the fighters today are weaker. They're weaker men mentally. Any mental health issues any of these boxers had, you don't think Mike Tyson had mental health issues, y'all? He took his mental health out on people in the ring. And it showed. Wasn't nobody saying, oh, Mike, he needs help with his mental health. No disrespect to anybody going through that. For real. But you see a lot of fighters going Tank Davis. Look at him. These guys are weak-minded. This is why these things affect them and they can't fight. They all off focus. So many distractions. They don't know how to fucking meditate and block shit out. Like the fighters of yesteryear. You don't think they was going through shit? You don't think they was going through shit with their girls, divorces, all kinds of controversies? But when they got in that ring, that's where all the mental health went. Inside that ring, on that opponent. He felt the pain. George Foreman. Alexander Usyk is better than George Foreman? Look at who Alexander Usyk took the belts from. The type of champions compared to champions of back in the day. Mike Tyson's era, Lennox Lewis, Holyfield. Alexander Usyk is better than Evander Holyfield? Stop. It's fucking comedy, man. It's fucking comedy. What do y'all think? Y'all think Usyk Oleksandr, look at his whole career and look at Holyfield's whole career. Look at a Holyfield fight and look at a Usyk fight. Do you get the same feel? They gotta they just say the shit. And the proof is in the pudding. We could look this shit up and see and prove that Usyk isn't the all-time greatest. The guys from back in the day left it all in the ring. They left it all there. People lack common sense nowadays. They definitely do, because they just spewing this shit out. I feel like they just spewing it out. There's no way you can sit there and look at Usyk's career, look at his resume, and look at Holyfield's resume. Look at Usyk's resume, and look at Lennox Lewis' resume. Is it even close? Is it even close? It's wild. Damn, man. Thanks for pushing up, my guy. Salute. This shit is, every time I see this shit, I'm like, I'm looking at it, and then I see a clip of Mike Tyson, and I'm like, wait, y'all really believe this shit? Y'all really believe that Usyk is better than Mike Tyson, one of the most feared fighters ever? Look at a young Mike Tyson, man. He put the fear of God in you, bro. Mike Tyson was a pit bull. Skilled, head movement, beautiful foot movement, power in both hands, nice jab, agile, athletic. Look at the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. Usyk is better than that? So you watch Usyk fight. You watch Usyk beat up AJ. You watch Usyk beat up Du Bois and was like, oh my God, he's better. You believe that? I need to know, do y'all think that Usyk is better and he's the greatest of all time because of his undisputed in 2 weight classes? I think Usyk is in the Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame fighter. What he's accomplished, I feel, puts him in the Hall of Fame. Right? First ballot? No. I don't think so. Yeah, you can say all these other guys didn't do it. They've never done it. They've never unified. They've never did this, but it's politics too on why some of those things didn't happen. But it still doesn't exclude the fighter, the type of fighter. Usyk has faced a weak generation. Look at the guys that they was fighting back in the day compared to the guys today. Just compare them. Even the so-called bums from back then were different. The bums back in the day were built different because the mentality was different. What was going on in the world was different. It was real men out there. Not none of this weak shit that we see today. It's a lot of weak men, weak mental men, where that that when they go through things, they can't take the pressure of what a man supposed to have on his shoulders. Right? A man carries weight on his shoulders. Every man carries weight. You got to be able to carry your weight, baby. Or else you gonna fold. You gonna fold under the pressure by other men are gonna walk over you. It ain't gonna be no helping hand. Hey, get up. Nope. No. Wilder would not be the greatest of all time if he had the same accomplishments as Usyk. I wouldn't put Wilder, oh, he's the greatest. No. I got Wilder as the heaviest hitter. He's the hardest hitter we've ever seen. Look up his highlight reel. He's the hardest hitter we ever seen. He's not the best. He's not the best boxer. He's not the best fighter. He's one of my favorite. He's one of my all-time favorite. Yes. But I'm not going to sit here and be delusional and look at Muhammad Ali and Wilder and say that Wilder's better than Muhammad Ali because he got more knockouts than Ali did. No, that's not how that works. The type of fighter, but see, Wilder got the mentality. That's why I fuck with him. Wilder got that shit in him. He's cut from the cloth. Wilder stands on business. Not saying that Usyk don't. I'm not saying Usyk doesn't. Usyk is nasty. But he ain't the best of all. He ain't the greatest of all time. He's just not. He hasn't fought the guys. Yeah, he got the belts. Even his best win. Or maybe Fury. People might think Fury, but I think AJ is Usyk's biggest win. Because styles make fights. Anonymous, you think that Usyk is the greatest of all time since he's won cruiserweight undisputed championships and heavyweight championships? You think that accomplishment puts him as the greatest of all time? What did you think about that? Because to me it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to say Usyk is the greatest of all time. Yes, yesterday I was watching Iron Mike Tyson. They got the little documentary on YouTube. It's just so many clips. It's so many clips out there that you could just look up and be like, damn, Mike Tyson was a fucking killer. Any clip that you pull up a Usyk, you're gonna be like, wow, he's a nice boxer. He's not devastating guys out there. He's not putting the fear of God in you. Right? You had to psych yourself out mentally to get in the ring with Mike Tyson. You had to be like, yo, you had to hype yourself up because this dude was so dangerous. And his body of work has just been, he's just been ripping through the heavyweight division. Young Iron Mike Tyson was ripping through the heavyweight division. Climbing the ranks up. And they kept trying to put him with guys that, all right, that's going to take him the distance. And Mike Tyson just finished these boys. Whoop, 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 whoop. Done. Mean. I think what he has done at cruiserweight can't be counted for heavyweight accomplishments. Only the few fights he had at the heavyweight division. Yeah, yeah. But when we talking about greatest of all times, they're gonna the other weight classes is gonna just like Manny Pacquiao. He's in a Hall of Fame for being a multiple division champion, jumping weight. He get credit for all of those weight classes. I feel like you kind of got to give Usyk credit for the cruiserweight, accomplishment. It's bunched in when you're talking about all time. See, they're saying that he's the best that we've ever seen when you say all time, that means you're saying that he's the best we've ever seen in the history of the boxing world. Starting from the first champions. When it was first ever recorded about champions, you're saying he's superseded everyone. That's why I'm like, what? You gotta be smoking that shit from Nino Brown's crib, bro. You got that shit from the Carter. Straight up. That shit you smoking, you got that shit from the Carter. Telling you. Yeah, Anonymous. They usually usually bunch it all in. You know what I'm saying? They even gonna include his Olympic career. They're gonna bunch all of that up in one career. Just like Loma. Loma hasn't accomplished so much in the professional boxing. He gets credit for all of his amateur fights. His amateur career is more prominent than his professional career. And he's going to get into the Hall of Fame for that. Loma is. So, like, I feel like, man, you got to really make a logical assessment when you're talking about the greatest of all time, the best ever, shit like that. You can't just be like, you got to really break it down. You got to really look at the fights now. Now you got to really look at the careers. You got to size the careers up. The blood, the sweat, and the tears that was poured in the ring, that shit counts. Win, lose, or draw, they count. Top 5, that's pretty high. That's pretty high. I got him in the top 20. I don't got him in the top 10. He could be like, he's probably like 15 for me if I had a list. I could see Usyk like around there in the 13, 15 range. Because I'm looking at the resume. I'm looking at the people he's fought as well. The competition ain't as stiff as it was back then. And then there's a lot of politics where the guys we want to see him fight don't fight. They go through whole careers not fighting each other and shit. That shit. The way how fucked up boxing is. You know what I'm saying? Usyk is getting penalized for the era he's in. So it's an asterisk next to Usyk because of just simply because of the era. It's not his fault. It's not Usyk's fault that motherfuckers ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't mentally sturdy enough. Or ain't built. You know what I'm saying? He's cleaning up the guys that's in front of him. That's all he could do. You know what I'm saying? And then let history now. This is what we're doing. We're discussing his space in history. And he's still carving out, and Usyk is still carving out. You know what I'm saying? He could do something else. He could have another historic fight. You know what I'm saying? That could possibly boost him by the time he's finished. But yeah, like I feel like I could put at least 10 other fighters in front of him, all-time heavyweight. Easy too. Let me see. Let's go. I'm gonna go with Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. I'm gonna go George Foreman. I'm gonna go Joe Louis. I'm gonna go. I said Joe Louis. I'm gonna go Lennox Lewis. I'm gonna go. Who else? I'm gonna go. Let's say Tyson Fury. I got Deontay Wilder. I got heavyweight. Jack Dempsey. I got who else? I said Jack Dempsey. Sonny Liston. Look that motherfucker up, all right? Sonny Liston, right? Who else? Who else? Joe Frazier. Smoking Joe. That's 10. That's 10 heavyweights that I named right there. That's Akin Usyk out of the top 10 all-time greatest heavyweights. Right? Joe Louis. Yo, Sonny Liston. God damn. We talking about machines. And then Usyk will round out. He'll round out him, AJ. The rest of these boys will start, you know what I'm saying? Evander. Look, I didn't even put Evander in there. Evander ain't even make my top 10. I feel like that's disrespectful. Feel me? I feel like that's disrespectful. Not putting Evander, the real deal, Holyfield up in that bitch. Yo. Wilder in front of Usyk might be crazy. All right. That was a biased one for me right there. I could admit that. I had Wilder in Tyson Fury like right there. I feel like both of them, they got similar careers. I feel like Wilder and Tyson Fury and Wilder, they got similar careers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna because their careers are intertwined. You can never talk about one without the other. When that happens, just like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, once the careers intertwine like that, it's like 1A, 1B. You know what I'm saying? Both of them on the same level. They've had wars where we didn't know who's the, you know what I'm saying? People like Wilder, people like Fury. But I get it. I understand if you want to argue me putting Wilder in front of Usyk, cool. We could argue that. We could argue that. Understandable. That you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bash you over that pick. You know? So yeah, man. Damn. I ain't have Holyfield on my top 10. And I had Lennox and I had Lennox. There's other guys, there's other heavyweights too. Um Marciano, Rocky, Jack Johnson, uh, uh there's more guys that's slipping my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? But Usyk definitely he rounds out after the top 10. He's now Usyk is starting to creep up. Usyk's starting to creep up now. You know what I'm saying? And he's still, like I said earlier, he's still carving his name. He's still carving his name. So he's not done yet. So this is another thing. So to say that he's the greatest of all time, and he's not even finished yet, it sounds bogus to me. It just does. It doesn't sound right. It sounds disrespectful to all of the other greats that I mentioned. It's a slight to them. Because now it's like Mike Tyson hearing that. Mike Tyson hearing that Alexander Usyk is the greatest of all. Come on, dog. You think Mike hearing that shit? Oh my goodness. Mike is humble. So Mike might he might say some shit that but he don't believe that shit in his heart that Usyk is. But come on, man. Look at Iron Mike's film. It's there. His training, his sparring, his fights, his whole career. You could watch it. You could look it up. You could watch the whole careers of these guys. We talking about all-time greatest heavyweight ever. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that Wilder pick is sounding crazier to me right now. I had Wilder high. I had him high. Wilder he doesn't crack the top 10. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna put Holyfield in Wilder's spot. I'm Wilder. All right. That I was being biased. I gotta admit that. Cause I'm a huge Wilder. I love Wilder. That's my G right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I gotta put Evander there. I have to. That Wilder because it makes sense. That was a great point, Unanimous. I'm glad you pointed that out. That's what. Listen, pull my card, dog. Right? I'm saying something y'all feel like is out of pocket. Pull my card. It's all good. I ain't tripping. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell my bitches, man, I don't know everything. I know mostly everything. Straight up. That's what I used to tell them. I don't know everything. I know mostly everything, man. All right. Word up, man. So yeah. I had to get that one off my chest, man. I had to get that one off my chest because I don't know. Ever since that people have been saying that on X and making videos about Usyk, the greatest of all time. Mike Tyson just been popping up on my feed. and just little shorts and documentaries of Mike Tyson just popping up. And I'm like, what? No way. The mentality, just the mentality alone. How mean and vicious this guy was. It's crazy. That shit is crazy. I think to me, Muhammad Ali is the GOAT. Yes, he's the GOAT. All right. To me, Muhammad Ali is the GOAT. When you talk about boxing, Mount Rushmore, you know what I'm saying? The ultimate face of boxing is Muhammad Ali. To me, that's the biggest name in boxing. Is like he has to be the most known. Muhammad Ali has to be like the most known fighter ever, bro. Muhammad Ali has to be known. He has to be, bro. The Ali name is crazy. He's the GOAT. But I think Mike Tyson is the best fighter we ever got to witness, man. Mike Tyson, dog. I think he was his fighting style, his skill, his pivots, his waist, that shit. He come like this. Scary as fuck. When he's looking at you and in the stare down, the intimidation factor. When was the last time? See, this is why Wilder to me is my guy, because he used to put fear in. But look what AJ was scared to death of Deontay Wilder, bro. I don't care what y'all say, bro. He was scared to death to fight Deontay Wilder when Wilder was cleaning shit up. When Wilder was cleaning shit up, AJ didn't want no smoke with him, bro. He was like, hell no. You know why? Because he struck that fear. Motherfuckers ain't want to get in the ring with Wilder. They ain't want to get hit with that wild-ass Alabama slammer. They ain't want to get hit with that shit, B. They like, nah, I'll pass. I'm good. I'll fight him later. That's why I always said, if you go far way back into my old boxing videos, I said the only person that I was worried about when Wilder was cleaning shit up was Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury is crazy enough to believe he could defeat Deontay Wilder. I said that out of my mouth. Look it up. It's on this channel. One of my boxing talks. I'll try to clip it into a short if I can find it. You feel me? I said that. I was like, that's the only guy that I kind of worry about. And damn sure that first fight, hell no, absolutely not. Jake Paul has no shot at beating AJ. He has no shot at beating AJ. That would if AJ loses to Jake Paul, that would solidify my point on Usyk even more about the weak generation that he's involved in. The weak generation that he's involved in. If Jake Paul can defeat AJ, that would be just crazy. But you know what? I like Jake Paul, man. I'm not even going to hate on him because he's getting better as a fight. He's fighting with no headgear, B. Say what you want about him. He's fighting with no headgear. He's getting hit. Motherfuckers is punching Jake Paul. You know, so I like what he's doing, man. He's making a buzz. He's being very strategic in picking his fights, which is okay. He's coming from the YouTube. He's coming from the YouTube streets to become a professional fighter, and he's fighting names that we know. Whether they MMA and shit like that. Listen, I'm not hating on Jake Paul, but can he beat AJ? I don't think. No way. No way. AJ, I feel, is just levels, and he's way bigger than Jake Paul. Jake Paul is like a cruiserweight. I don't think he's heavyweight. He could probably bulk up to heavyweight, but even he'll be considered a small heavyweight at heavyweight. Jake Paul, just like Usyk was. Usyk was considered a small heavyweight. Wilder was considered a small heavyweight. Wilder, a lot of times people would tell Wilder that he should go down to cruiserweight because he always was outweighed by his opponents. Wilder's a little skinny motherfucker. You know what I mean? With a sledgehammer. Wilder had a fucking sledgehammer, dog. That shit was just a fucking bomb hitting your shit like, boom, nigga. That shit is just so exciting to see, bro. You see that shit live? You see that shit live, bro? That shit sound like Wilder hitting somebody. That shit sound like a fucking firecracker went off, dog. Facts. I swear to God, I heard it. The whole crowd heard that shit. That shit said crack. That shit sound like a shotgun bang. Niggas was like, damn, that motherfucker was on the floor stretched. Before you could blink, that shit happened. Right? Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Lennox Lewis. Y'all seen Lennox Lewis? Y'all seen the work Lennox Lewis put in? The jab? Larry Holmes? It was some boys out there, man. It was some serious motherfuckers, man. It was some grown adult men out there, man. It was mean. Them boxing streets back then was mean, dog. They had some mean motherfuckers, man. For real. But yeah, man, I had to get that. Thanks for hitting the like button. I forgot to ask y'all to hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, y'all. I need them. You know what I'm saying? I don't be asking for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I be forgetting. The chat be reminding me and shit sometimes. You know what I mean? Yo, hit the like button. Right. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for real for pushing up, man. But anytime we talking boxing, man, yo, push up. Feel me? Push up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe up. We could talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? At least what I'm noticing is that when I'm talking to y'all in the chat, y'all got some know-how. Y'all know what's going on. Facts, Daniel. You already know. You already know. It's always good to hear from y'all. Yeah. Mike Tyson, dog. Whew. Oh man, it ain't been nothing like him. It ain't been nothing like him, man. Damn. You look, just the highlight reel of Mike Tyson is unbelievable, y'all. If y'all haven't seen Mike Tyson or y'all forgot, y'all ain't brushed up, go look at the footage, man. And y'all gonna be like, oh shit, this guy was an animal. Yeah, it is, man. It's all over the place. Very well. It's movies and all kinds of shit. Yeah, man. Very well documented career, Mike Tyson. Like people know. Like the fighters know. The fighters know Mike Tyson was like, even when they fought Holyfield and shit, like these fights was supposed to be made way sooner. If you go back into the history of the time when they were talking about Mike Tyson and Holyfield, when they actually fought, they were supposed to fight way sooner than that. And Holyfield didn't want that smoke right away. Telling you, these guys had to build the fucking heart up to get in the ring with Mike Tyson, bro. Niggas was like, nah, I need like 3-4 fights before I even think about getting in the ring with that monster. That motherfucker was scared. He was that scary, y'all. He was that scary when he looked at you, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. That shit is crazy to me. It's crazy that a guy would be that sick in the ring. He was a fucking psycho, y'all. He was a psycho in the ring, bro. A killing machine, bro. And Mike Tyson was so humble. After he destroyed you, he helped you up. He's like, yo, get up, man. Get up. Thanking them for the opportunity and shit. It's one of the greatest going to get the like climbing the ranks. Yeah, man. He had a hard life. Mike Tyson, he was made for boxing. Just off of you're right, his outside life. He's the greatest I've ever seen, man. Mike Tyson. I wish I would have been able to go to one of his fights back in the day, man. I was only blessed to see it, watch him on pay-per-view and shit. Because my uncle, rest in peace, my beautiful uncle, man. He used to keep Mike Tyson on. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. Those were his guys. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones was my uncle's guys. You know what I'm saying? And man, it was Mike Tyson in my crib growing up. Iron Mike. I'm the one that used to look up Muhammad Ali and watch all of the Ali footage and shit like that. And all of the historic speeches Muhammad Ali had and the things that he stood for. It was just amazing. Facts. Yup. Them Roy Jones and Iron Mike, man, stayed on my TV, dog. You know, the fight on, I'm there glued to that shit. Roy Jones and Mike Tyson? What? My uncle first came in with the Nintendo. He had Mario Brothers and he had Mike Tyson Punch Out. What? Oh my goodness, we was on that shit like crazy. My uncle wouldn't even play it like that. That shit was damn near for us. We took that shit over. Yo, rest in peace, my man. I miss him. For real. Yo, that shit crazy. But yeah, y'all. Yo, appreciate y'all for pushing up, man. I'm about to head out of here, handle some business, take care of some grown man things. And I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Salute.